Hey everyone, I'm Bao and I'm a vlogger. As a vlogger, every time I step into the camera, I feel a mix of excitement and nerves. Excitement because I get to share stories that matter, and nerves because some story just hits too close to me, and this is one of them. Today isn't just another video. Today is something real, something about chasing opportunities, making ends meet, about the choices that seem harmless until they are not. Let's talk about international student and part-time jobs. There's a stereotype that only struggling students get to take on part-time job while studying abroad, but that's not true. Even well-off students take on part-time jobs, not only for the money, but for the independence, for the experience, and for a sense of belonging in a foreign country. In many cultures, including ours, we teach students to value the hard work. We can see many students pushing themselves, working at their cafe, convenience store, at a restaurant, or even in the warehouse. But what would happen if this drive for independence lead them to risky, even abusive situation? Imagine this, you are in a foreign country, balancing between classes, rent, and endless expenses. Then you hear about one job that pay you immediately, no paperwork involved, no restriction hour, and that seems like a good deal for you if you're in a short of money. But what if that deal put you under instead? And this is the real case. Dũng, a Vietnamese international student in Japan, thought that he was securing his future by working part-time at the fruit factory, and he worked extra hours, he was paid cash, and he thought he was flying under the radar. But when he got to renew his visa, the authorities found out his violation and he was sent home immediately. He got no degree and he got no second chances. But here's the thing, Dũng is not the only one. According to a 2020 study, 53% of international students, including the Vietnamese, were paid cash without proper legal documentation. And what does that mean? That means that no payslip, no legal protection, and no way to prove that if you are being underpaid or being exploited. Many students don't even know that they are being exploited. Some just simply unaware that their legal rights are being abused. Yeah, but this isn't about just one student or one part job. When a student leave out short to study abroad, they carry more just than their ambitions. They represent their motherland, their culture, their future, and the people who comes after them. And if they are exploited, it doesn't just hurt them, it affects our entire community. So why do the students take the risk? Because legal jobs have restriction. They have very strict restriction on the pay, on the working hours allowed, on the taxes, on the paperwork, and meanwhile, unregistered jobs offer them fast cash with no question asked. But however, these jobs often come with hidden consequences, low wages, insecurity, and the risk of being deported back to their motherland. And here's the real problem. Many students don't seek for help. Some say that they don't know where to turn for help. Some fear that they may losing their job, their income, and get into trouble. Some just assume that this is how it is. A toxic mindset keeps the cycle going of exploitation and abuse. That's where the leader comes in. We often focus on preparing them with their studies abroad, but before they study, they need to learn about themselves, learn about their rights, learn to seek help when they need it, learn to value themselves, their culture, their values, and their future, and even the generations comes after them. We need really structured solution like pre-departure workshop that educate them about workplace law, the visa restriction, the relevant organization that they can turn to when they need help. University and our relevant organization in the foreign countries should provide ongoing legal support, helplines, and mentorship programs to ensure that our students don't have to navigate on this challenge on themselves alone. And the authorities should strengthen the policies to prevent the exploitation and underpayment of our international students. So here's my message. Let's build a system where no student have to choose between survival or safety. let them go broke with more just than their dreams, but the tools to protect themselves.